Hello, it's me, Stephen J. Miller, aka Steve Miller, out of breath because I've been running around. But something that crossed my mind this morning, as you read things online and stuff, it's like the Wild West, isn't it? It really is. Is that a lot of the discussion these days is very much around free speech. Is free speech dead? Is it alive? Oh, free speech this, free speech that, right? And I've never really, I don't know, I've never really paid loads of attention to that. And maybe I should do more. But one of the things that I thought actually, as I was kind of getting ready this morning was, I think free speech exists, but I think there's a difference. Okay. I think this is the difference now, is we have free speech. But what we do not seem to have is freedom of opinion and expression. Now, in my mind, I think they're different. And I think what the challenge is now is to ensure that we halt all of this kind of you're not allowed to say this and you're not allowed to have that opinion, you're not allowed to have that freedom of expression. Don't get me wrong, of course there's boundaries, of course there is, because otherwise we'd have criminality everywhere. There are boundaries. However, I think the boundaries have been tightened to such a degree where people now, many people with certain opinions, as you know, and I know, some people even get cancelled, don't they? They lose their job, they lose their gigs, all of this sort of thing. And I think that's sad because I think one of the things in life that we should value is the ability to listen to other people's perspective and opinion. And if we don't agree with that perspective and opinion, what we should do is be able to discuss it or agree to shake hands and move on. But I think we've lost that. I think in the UK in particular, we've completely lost that. I will hold certain opinions, you will hold certain opinions, and we should be able at any time to be able to agree to disagree or to explore other opinions and maybe even at times change our own mind based on the other person's opinion, because the freedom of speech I think is there. You're allowed to speak, and there's many ways you can do that, because I mean you've got so many social media platforms now, you go from one to another, but it's the freedom of opinion and expression that I think is now the biggest concern, especially for our country. And I'd be interested to know what you think about that. Have I got a point? Some of you may agree, some of you may disagree. Some of you may even throw an insult my way, which I'm getting used to doing YouTube. But I think we should curb those. But anyway, that's I'm not going to waffle about that one. So freedom of speech, green tick. I think we have that. But freedom of expression and opinion, there's a red cross mark there in my head. What do you think? Subscribe to this channel. Click like if you think it's any good. If you think it's shite, you can also put below in the comments that you think it's shite, but tell me why, okay? On that note, I'll speak to you soon. Bye for now.